Hi, this is Stacy. It's what is today? April 7th, Tuesday. We're gonna do a reading about first about Carol Baskins, the tiger, I guess you call her queen of anyway, on Netflix. I was so confused. I had to read a bunch of Wikipedia stuff just to figure out her husband's name. Okay, so this is her second husband that's missing. Um, what's his Howard? No, wait a minute. Jack Don Lewis. I am assuming is the one that's missing. I don't know, but anyway, I watched the Netflix thing. I did fall asleep at the end, and I'll probably watch it again. But I thought I'd do a quick reading on her. Well, actually on Dawn, because it's actually it is interesting. It makes you wonder. And I won't even get into my personal thoughts on this. Everyone's got an opinion, right? So we're gonna try to do a quick reading on what happened to him. It's very interesting, isn't it? So let me get set up, and I should lift the computer up a little bit so you can see the cards better instead of me, right? Let me see if I can prop it up there like that. Is that a little bit better? Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, I need to get a little camera, huh? Alright, so, yes, I was definitely confused about, which one they were actually talking about. They do look similar. Actually, he was a pretty good looking older guy. This woman creeps me out so bad it's not even funny. But that's just my personal opinion of her. She might have a good heart towards animals. I don't know. That's something altogether. But we'll leave the comments till the end. So that's okay. Let's see if he's still with us. If he was with us, he'd be something like let me see my notes again. He'd be 81 years of age, which it's possible. So make sure I get set up and everything. Hope everyone's doing good and staying away from the coronavirus. 1 minute it's a virus, and then when you get it, it's a disease. So let's concentrate. Get your cards ready. Is Jack Don Lewis still alive? Is he still alive? Oops, sorry. It's amazing the cards that I use, and I know a lot of people don't really like cards, tarot readers, and they also don't like the Thoth deck. But it's amazing. The Thoth deck just really just represents her. Who do you think this would be? But with the queen with the tiger, right? It's funny, but in a way, it's not funny because the truth is coming out. The veil has been lifted. But so anyway, is he still alive? The first thing that comes up is the destruction death card, and then woman that sits in health and prosperity, where she looks down and sees Capricorn woman, but could represent what the question is. Is he still alive? And the question is, or in foundation and growth. But so anyway, I don't think he's still alive anymore. But look at this. Look at all the problems coming for her. Look, things to take into consideration or change. You got a night going this way, you got a night going that way, and you got problems coming this way. Look at this. Never seen three nights come together. Decision and timing, emotionally high flying, fast, and then the other one that's against and destruction. But look at that, 3 nights together. Never seen that. And then foolishness and truce, recovery, risk-taking involvement, anticipating and waiting. Wow, look at that. And then redefining, objectivity and research. Wow, they're going to open the case, Carol. Huh? Thought you'd get away with it in your old ass age, huh? So let's see something else. Let's just ask what happened to Don Lewis. Well, I see that he did want to leave. You know, they really weren't even married that long. They were only married for 6 or 5 years. Probably took him longer to get away from her. Let me concentrate. Hush, Stacy, hush. Yeah, they were only married for like what I would consider a couple of years. By the way, let me get my crucifix out. Hang that on my wall. And I might need a cigarette for this one. Get my lighter out. By the way, if you don't have pockets, use your bras. It's an old lady thing. Right, tissue in the bra. Anyway, back to it. Okay, he's coming up as the Knight of Wands, but I don't think he's a Leo. But I'm not into astrology, so I really don't know certain signs, but I just know what they represent. And you notice he's on a lion, and wanted to travel. So, and involuntary changes, redemption, and hangman. So, I guess he was the fall guy. So, about some kind of combination of something in relation to. So, I don't think that was good, huh? So, he was a victim of the fall guy. I wonder who set him up. That's the question everybody wants to know. Sorrow, sadness, and separation. In his final decisions, he definitely wanted to get the hell away from her. And the judgment of it, you know, his final decisions and actions, separation. And objects overflowing. Oops, sorry about that. Sorrow, sadness, separation, decisions and timing, objects overflowing and movement. So he was trying to move something. And I don't think it was tigers he was trying to move. I think it was probably drugs. No disrespect to the families whatsoever. Sorry, but, you know, sometimes you are transportation. He owned planes. So anyway, he was the victim of a fall. They set him up for something. Now who set him up is another thing. So I'm sure little Miss whatever the hell she is, but recognizing and an oppression of it, the strength there, and then starring eyes recognizing independence, learning, consolidating family, different. So it was different than what people think. Interesting there. Okay, and the oppression being held, sudden vibrations in the male business. So something happened within the business of it. Suddenly. A relationship, marriage, towards the builder and energy. So I have to think about that, because the combination of the relationship of it could have been a partner, or it could have been representing him, even though I'm thinking that this one came up as him. As traveling, you want to travel anyway. So towards the builder usually represents a man that's financial, money, you know, owns his own business. Towards the builder. So I think he was born in April the 30th. Actually would have been just turning 80. What did I say? 81. Okay, relationship too, combination of something. So towards the builder and business, and then the energy of it. So so he was saying there's something about business, right? Sorry if you don't smoke. It's a bad habit, but let's face it. Everybody's stressed out. And here's my little cocktail for tonight. Cheers. And yeah, I shouldn't be drinking. Ow. I burnt my finger making waffles. I shouldn't be drinking on my Lyrica and other meds, and I had to take a muscle relaxer earlier. So, and anybody want to say, Stacy's drunk? If you ain't seen any of my videos, somebody went off on me about another case that I'm going to redo again about Chance Engelbert and what happened to him. And that's that. But yeah, a little troll threatened me, my life. So, all right. So back to Mr. Lewis, because I don't know if we're gonna find out. It was so long ago, and yeah, there's definitely some detectives, armchair detectives, and people are working on this case again. Which God bless them, because you know what, the truth should come out. That smoke's bugging me. The truth should come out. So, and this woman's such a liar. You know, on her deathbed, she's not going to tell the truth, or maybe she will. Who knows? But the one book she wrote was a wacky, weird thing. So, let's ask if she was involved. What's her name? Carol Baskins? Yeah, Carol Baskins. Let's see if she was directly involved. I guess this video is going to be long, but I'm going to, after this, you might see me in the same shirt. I'm going to ask about Boris Johnson. See how he's doing. Told you that there was definitely some sudden change coming to the royals. Not just the prince getting it. Was Carol directly involved in his death? And obviously, he wanted to get away from her. Made it quite clear. Was she directly involved in it? Definitely a lot of energy in bringing this case back up. In case if you see me now in my other videos, I'm definitely a little bit more down today. Had to take that muscle relaxer, and it really makes me want to sleep. Really brings me down. So, okay, in combination of the relationship, I guess he is coming up as towards the builder and business. Okay, so in combination of to the marriage, oops, sorry, you're backwards on the computer. In combination of the marriage and him, so it did answer the question. And then we're asking about a past situation, even though these cards up here usually represent the future. So we're looking into the past, and the reason why you can see better is because it is the past, that it's already happened, and then if it's going to be revealed now. So it makes a big difference when it comes to doing tarot cards. So let's start with this side, seeing if it's well dignified, or that side. So we have wands, we have swords, and we have wands. Wands get along with swords, so that's okay. And then on the other side, we have wands, we have swords, and we have a trump card. So in other words, a lot of energy, intellectual in this matter. And there's strength in her sitting objectively watching and waiting in energy. So my question was she in, did she have anything to do with his disappearance? Watching and waiting, oppression, seeing the truth come out, learning and consolidating with the family, coming out, it's different than what we think, and oppression towards it. So there's definitely a lot of involvement trying to keep it a secret. Truth shall come out. Energy revealed. Unknown. Unknown. A lot. Apparently, you know, not to put down the police department in Florida. That's where she's from, right? Florida. That, you know, times are different. These men and women go to college now just to become detectives in law enforcement, and it's definitely criminology, we know, has come a long way. Okay, and then there's sorrow, excuse me, sorrow, sadness, separation, and then revealing once again unknown forces. and his independence recognized. So the sorrow, sadness, separation, and yeah, I think she had something to do with it. I don't think she directly did it. Of course, we know that she probably knew. Hey, look, this man's gonna leave me. I want the money. And I'm sorry to say that for anybody in the family sees that. Success and timing communicated, and it's skills and wisdom. We know that the success and timing, and then what's the question? Was she involved? Male, female communicated, and more than one person was involved. But and then skills, wisdom, and occult forces. Now, I wouldn't say occult forces and like, oh my God, they're sitting around them and then doing this. I'm saying that this was thought out in an intellectual way, that they plotted it deeply, and it actually worked. So now, I didn't ask what she did with them, but definitely communicated and seen, and skills and wisdom and the timing of it. Yeah, she was definitely involved in it. And I hate to say this, but that woman is cold-hearted, cruel bitch. And what else can you say except did these people feed people to these cats? And this foundation crap where they got us all feeling sorry for the animals, and oh my God, I gotta write, where's my checkbook? I mean, some of these commercials I see, especially with these children, it's like, oh my God, give me my checkbook, I'll write anything. So, what's another question we can ask? Will she be arrested or ever held accountable for what she did? Will Carol ever be held responsible for the actions that she did in the involvement of the disappearance of her late husband, Lewis? Oh, and by the way, how did this woman ever get insurance to pay out for a missing person without a body? I don't know. Very convincible, or somebody got paid off. That's just my opinion. Insurance people aren't stupid either. You gotta go to college for that stuff now. Let's see. Will she ever be held responsible for this? Hopefully in her mind, but this woman's so far in denial of what personality she's having one moment to the next. She's not that stupid, because she's very good at business and she learned very well. And this man picked her off of a street corner, and hate to say it, both of these people were adulterers and were married to other people at the time. Now, I know it's 2020 now, but let's face it, that's not a good thing to do. You don't have affairs when you're still married. No matter how terrible your marriage is, or you want to have whatever, but that's just me. Some people, it's not about whether you smoke, gamble, fart, fat, eat, overweight, do drugs, whatever, judging other people. But when it comes to adultery and stuff, that's just not right. That's not right. And or even if you're swinging in the marriage, I don't think they were swingers, but yeah, they probably were. They do kind of look like swingers, don't they? And maybe that's what they don't want the family to learn. Stacy just revealed something. They was swinging. Relationship, combination scene, truth revealed, learning, and different from what people think. Okay, so what was the question I asked anyway? Don't say I'm a burnout, because somebody, my little troll friend, said that. Okay, will she ever be held accountable for what? Well, disappointment and loss right now, and the timing of it, and it's in other words, it's been a long time. It's been a while. She apparently doesn't really, they ain't gonna throw the old lady in jail. She'll probably pop some pills and kill herself before then. Or is she still alive? I don't even know. Is she still alive? Let's ask Google. Is Carol Baskins still alive? I know she is, but you didn't hear me. Oh, doesn't want to talk. Where is Carol Baskins now? Okay. Florida Sheriff believes Don Lewis used blah blah blah. Baskins, I don't know. That's something else. But anyway. Where were we? Relationship, source sentence, separation, loss, abundance, plenty aspect. Of course, she's going to blame everything on him, but Miss Little Goody Two Shoes has still been known to cheat on her husbands. Yes, she has. I guess she's going to reveal she's a lesbian too. But that's okay. It's 2020. Like Jane Rivers said, it's okay. All right, communication. The lovers unexpectedly starring I'm recognizing and yep, truth revealed, communication, debauchery, drug abuse, alcohol, lengthening timing. Alright, maybe the truth will come out and she'll confess. I seriously doubt it. And I don't see the little old bitch going to jail. But I will say one thing, this is my commentary on the whole crap. There's tigers, there's just way too many, and Little Miss Foundation was breeding them and selling them and God knows what. And remember, there's Chinese people, not to put Chinese people down, but they use some of that tiger sperm for other things that, supposedly makes them have, whatever things occur that they think, so you really... both of these places, or all of them, were doing some dirty deeds. Especially when your husband was known for the airplanes or and pilot license. Didn't even have a license anymore. So I'm sorry, but I Don Lewis is dead. What exactly happened to him, I don't know. But he was a victim of a fall guy. She set him up. She probably set him up with the drug cartel anyway. Why, I don't know. But he did want to leave her ass, and apparently he had plans to do it, and I guess she knew about it because somebody that she was having a relationship with, I guess one of her little boys, or girls, but probably the boy, male, a younger person, in found, whatever, the farm, the little weird farm she had, zoo going on, tipped her off about him and his plans for his lover. To get the hell away from her and to go. But her little snatchy little fingers got not only his assets of, what was it? He was worth something like $5 million then. But then again, how much in the insurance policy? So if I was a family, I would fight on that. And I hope the truth does come out. And I just want to show you all one thing. Let's see what comes up for Carol Baskins. I guarantee you, I know what card is going to come up. The lust card. I'll show you right now what she is. What would represent Carol Baskins today? What kind of woman is she? And I'm pretty sure the lust card will come up. Could be wrong, but let's see. What kind of woman is she? Damn cord. Truth revealed, death and destruction seen coming. My. Well, if she does live, she ain't gonna be living long. Well, this is what kind of woman she is. Death, destruction, shock is revealed. She's against it being revealed. Of course, remember, she's going to go after Netflix. She didn't think that they were going to show that. But the arrangement finished. Her character is held in the finished arrangement. Finished arrangement. Level change. Communication, healing, death. Looks like death might be coming to her soon. Medicine man, death. Death, communication, animals and everything too. Legal problems. Oh look, I love it with the tiger. liberated and redefined. So it's not going to go away. She's definitely got some serious legal problems coming, and it looks like she's going to lose. So she will lose the case. Defeat and loss. Right there, communicating. But actually, oh, look what was on the bottom. But anyway, I did want to say one thing that when I noticed the case, the first thing I thought of, and yeah, it did come up before, is I was thinking, God, who's this remind you of? This is the lust card in my deck. Represents temptation, physical matters, and everything. But it's funny that the three heads of the beast are three heads of men. And even though it's supposed to be a lion or a tiger, but it's got the beast like a reptilian. But the womb, you can imagine what type of woman this is, and she acts like she's a good woman saving these animals, and she's holding the reins of the men. I mean, she really had control of these people, and what she did to a lot of people with this property and everything. But that's just my opinion. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but that's just my opinion. Feel free to leave me messages. No hate mails, and I mean, if you want to make fun of me or whatever, I don't really care. But the threatening, if you ever threaten my life, I will, have you arrested. However, I do want to read this from the Bible. I mean, that's my vape. Let's see if I can even read this. This is for you, Carol, because you are the great whore, the great harlot, the mystery of Babylon, the great mother. 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven veils. I'm sorry, vials. Oh, remember that Harvard professor that was caught with the Chinese I think they were students, or anyway, or no, wait a minute. The one woman was a spy for the Chinese. I forget what it was, but it was caught with several vials of whatever they never told us about. Anyway, it reminds me, it's like really Revelation seems to be playing out right now. Seven angels had seven vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew the three judgments of the great whore that sitteth upon the many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away into the spirit of the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon the scarlet-colored beast, full of names and blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. That reminds me of her. Anyway, remember, I'm Stacy. I do tarot cards. I hope everyone's doing well and stay away from that deadly disease. I'll see you in my next reading, which is only going to be 5 minutes away, where I see if Boris is going to make it. Good night.